Hello everyone, welcome to Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samajas KRT Arts, BH Commerce and AM Science, that is KTHM College Nasik. Myself Sampar Demse, working as Associate Professor, Department of Electronic Science. This is my second video lecture. The subject Microcontroller Learnings, Paper 2 and Unit Microcontroller Architecture. Today we are going to discuss the internal random access memory, read-only memory, registers and special function registers. This is the syllabus as we explained in first video lecture, but today we are going to discuss Unit 1's program counter register, data pointer register, A and B register, flags, PSW, internal random access memory and read-only memory, stack and stack pointer, special function registers. So these are the topic which we have to discuss in today's video lecture. The internal block diagram of microcontroller 8051. In first video lecture we explained this block diagram in detail, but what are the different blocks in today's video lecture included in block diagram of microcontroller 8051 are first block, that is 128 bytes random access memory and 4K bytes read only memory. So we have to focus on these internal memories of microcontroller 8051. Some other registers, special function registers also we have to discuss in today's video lecture. So internal memory and registers. Now let us discuss the memory organization of 8051 microcontroller. This organization divided into two types: internal memory of 8051 microcontroller and external memory of 8051 microcontroller. External memory is 128 K bytes, that is the 8051 is a 8-bit microcontroller. Its address bus is 16-bit. So 2 raised to 16, that is 64K memory addressed by 8051 microcontroller. This external memory again divided into two types. The first one is 64K bytes program memory. So as we know, 16-bit address bus, so 2 raised to 16, that is 64K bytes program memory addressed by 8051 microcontroller. Data memory is also 64K and its address bus is 16-bit. So data memory 64K, data memory, program memory 64K, total memory is 128K bytes. So this is the external memory of 8051 microcontroller. Let us see the internal memories. Internal memory, as we know, 128 bytes random access memory and 4K bytes read-only memory. 128 bytes of random access memory is distributed like this: register banks, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3. 4 banks are there. The other part is bit addressable areas and remaining parts named as scratch pad memory. So this memory we are going to discuss in detail. That is the internal memory of 8051 microcontroller. The read-only memory is 4K bytes. So let us discuss this block diagram of internal RAM. The starting address is, as we know, this is a 4K memory, means 12 address lines required to address the internal read-only memory. This is hexadecimal initial address 000H to 0FFFH. So total addresses are 4K. So this is the internal memory organization and external memory organization of 8051 microcontroller. Internal memory, how this memory get distributed in register banks and stacks, that we are going to discuss. So this internal memory consists of bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3 and bit addressable RAM, scratch pad, random access memory. So these are the addresses. As we know, this memory is 128 bytes. So 00 to 7H, this 8 bit reserved for bank 0. This bank 0 having 8 different registers. So the 8051 microcontroller has total 128 bytes of RAM, and the distribution of this 128 bytes of RAM is like this, that is 00H to 7FH. The 128 bytes random access memory inside 8051 are assigned address 00H to 7FH. First one, register banks. The register bank, 4 banks are there, so 32 bytes. Each bank having 8 byte or 8 registers, means 4 multiplied by 8, that is 32 bytes. 00H to 1FH, 00H to 1FH. So this is the address for register bank. Register bank 0, let us discuss register bank 0 in detail. Register bank 0 having the address 00H to 07H. So total 8 register R0 to R7. Initial address 00H and final address 07H for bank 0. Register bank 1 also having 8 register. The starting address is 08H and ending address is EFEH, means again 8 registers are there. Register bank 2 consists of 8 register. Initial address of this bank is 10H and final address is 17H. Register bank 3 is also 8 bit, whose address start from 18H, initial address and final address 1EFH. So these are the 4 banks of internal random access memory. These banks are used for data storage. Bit addressable RAM, the total 16 bytes RAM are there, whose address start from 20H and end at 2FH. So this is the bit addressable random access memory. The remaining part is 80 bytes. So these 80 bytes start from 30H and end at 7FH. So this is the location used as read write storage, or we name it as stack memories, remaining one. Okay, so these are the total 80 location of random access memory, widely used for purpose of storing data and parameters by 8051 programmers. So this is the internal RAM and its addressing structure. Let us discuss the internal RAM memory. Total there is 256 bytes, starting address 00H to FFH, but internal memory is 128 bytes and that having address 00H to 7FH, 120. Remaining is special function registers. There is 21 special function register. 80H is the address of special function register and end at FFH. We have to focus on internal memory. So this is the internal memories, starting address 00H, register bank 1, register bank 2, register bank 3. So these 4 banks and their addresses like this. So bank 1, and then it ended at 7FH. So this 128 bytes is a 8 bit. So we write here B0, B1, B2, B3 are the storage capacity, and this is the addressing capacity. So in a bank 0, as we explained earlier, there are 8 registers like this. So this is the register 0, 00H is the address, and register 7, that is having the address 07H. Another memory that is bit addressable, this one is bit addressable, scratch pad memory. So all these things we discussed in previous slide. Register banks. Now how this register bank gets selected? The register bank selected by using PSW registers, programs, status word registers, RS0 and RS1 bit. So this is programs, status word register, flag register, and which is having all these flag bits: parity flag, auxiliary, overflow flag, RS0, RS1 flags, these F0 flags, auxiliary carry flag, carry flag. But these 2 flag bits used to select the bank. So this is the 2 flag bits, and how this gets selected. 00 register bank of random access memory selected was address start from 00H to 07H. 01 register bank 1, 08H to 0FH. 10 register bank 2 selected, 10H to 17H, and 11 register bank 3 selected, 18H to 1EFH. So these are the banks. They are selected according to the PSW, that is RS0, RS1 bits. So these are the banks. Default means these registers is default register R0 to R7 of bank 0. So these are the different 8 register in each bank: bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, and bank 3. So these are the addresses of that bank. Okay, so bank 0, 00 to 07, bank 1, 8 to F, bank 2, 10 to 17, and bank 3, 18 to 1FH. So register R0 having 00, 01 register 1, 02 register 3, and like this. So register 7 having the address 07H. Similarly, for R0 bank 1's having address 08H and R7 having address 0F. Similarly for other registers. Total there is 32 byte registers, register bank. So let us discuss the 8051 on-chip data memory, random access memory in detail. So these are the register bank, and each bank having 8 register. Bit addressable register. In exam question asked on this topic like this: draw and explain internal data memory structure of 8051 microcontroller. So these are the scratch pad memory. Bit addressable memory is 16 bit, and other memories, that is a general purpose random access memory 80 bits, which is named as scratch pad memory. So this is bit addressable memory 16 bytes, and this is 80 byte general purpose area 80 bytes memory scratch pad memory. So this is the memory of that microcontroller. Now let us discuss the special function register in details. Special function register consists of total 21, but their addresses are like this. Special function register is byte, bit, and word size. Byte means 0 1, 8 bits, and bit means 0 1, and word means group of 16 bits, maybe 32 bits. The special function registers belongs to 80H address to FFH address. So this is the initial address, and this one is ending address, that is FFH, 80H to FFH. So this area belongs to special function registers. Now let us discuss the special function registers in details. Which are those? Special function register, that is accumulator register, B register, then this is a program status word register, port, 4 ports, P0, P1, P2, P3, and another one is interrupt enable, interrupt priority, program control, serial communication, serial buffer registers, serial control register, for timer, timer control register, then TMOD register, then this is a timer 0 lower byte and higher byte, timer 1 lower byte and higher byte. So all these are the special function registers. The addressing structure is like this. The bit addressable registers, so 80, that is P0, port 0 address, and 81 SP, D data pointer lower byte, data pointer higher byte, having the addresses like this: 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86 and 87. So PCON having 87 address, and like this. So these are the various special function register as we explained here. Now let us discuss the data memory and a program memory. Data memory supports 64 KB external data memories in addition with 128 bytes of internal memory. So this one is the internal memory, and this is special function memory. So this memory we name as internal memory of 128 bytes plus this special function memory 80H to FFH. So this is internal memory. External memory is like this. So as we know, our microcontroller having address bus 16 bit, so 2 raised to 16, that will generate the address of external memory 000H and ended at FFFFH. So total external memory is 64K bytes data memory. Similarly, program memory is also there. 8051 supports 64K bytes program memory, and this 64K bytes program memory is organized as follows: 4K internal plus 64K external memory. So total memory is 64K. So this one. So this is the internal, as we explained earlier, whose address start from 12 bit 000H and end at 0FFH. So this is the internal read only memory. It is attached with a 64, that is 60K external memory, whose address start from 100H and end at FFFFH. So this is the total, this 4 and this 60, total memory 64K bytes. Okay, so this 4K plus 60, 64K bytes. So this is the program memory. Now this external memory will be like this, means this or this 64K memory, and whose address start from 00H to FFFH. Now let us discuss the external program memory, how the 8051 microcontroller get access. Internal memory, as we know, 4K byte whose address start from 00H and end at 0FFH, plus external memory, that is 60K bytes. So total memory become 4K plus 64K bytes whose address start from 100H and end at EFFFH. So this will be get selected external memory when the pin, as we explained in the first video lecture, that is external access is equal to 1. Now see the details of that. Note the external storage address and access via input output port P0 and P2. So this gives the address lower byte and higher byte, that is 16 bit, and that 2 raised to 16 means 64K get address. In 8051 PSEN, programs stored enable is equal to 1 is active when reading byte from external memory, read only memory. So this is the command used for to access the read only memory, that is movc a comma @a plus dptr. So this gives the address of external memory, and this is the instruction to access external memory. Now how this internal and external memory get access? When EA, external access connected to ground, means this is enable, then internal memory will not access by 8051 microcontroller. It generate the address of external memory, that is 64K, means 60K memory get accessed by using this microcontroller address bus. When EA connected to VCC, that is external access connected to VCC, so at that time microcontroller access only 4K read only memory, not external memory. So this is the point we have to remember. Importance of memory in 8051 microcontroller. So as we know, this is register A, internal memory, random access memory 128 byte, and external memory. This is internal external memory. So address and data bus attached to this memory devices. Suppose we want to access internal memory, then register R0 or R1 use to access internal memory. And these are the instructions, commands used to access internal memory. Move a comma @RI. So this RI means R0 or R1. Indirectly this register gives the address of internal memory that contain move in accumulator register, or we may use a direct access also. So to access this memory, to access external memory, random access memory, which is of again 64K. So this registers MOVX a comma @RI, indirect instruction addressing. So this gives the indirectly address of external random access memory, and that content get access or move in accumulator register. Or to access external memory, data pointer register is 16 bit, that gives us the address of external random access memory, and that contain move in accumulator register using DPTR. Accumulator plus DPTR gives the program memory address. So @A plus DPTR, the content of accumulator and content of DPTR get added, and then that gives the address of external memory that contain move in accumulator register. PC plus E, so program counter plus accumulator also gives the address of external read only memory. Using this command instruction, that memory address content move in accumulator register. So these are the various commands to access the memories. So we explained register A in previous video lecture. This is a revision part. Register A and register B, accumulator register and B register. So these are the 8-bit register, general purpose. Results is stored in accumulator register. For every instruction execution, accumulator is needed. Bit 0 to bit 7, accumulator register. When we reset button press, then accumulator content get resetted. So register B is also 8-bit register. For multiplication and division instruction, this register is used. And this is a replacement of A register also. Okay. So let us discuss the data pointer register. So data pointer register is 16-bit register and it is splitted like this. It consists of two separate registers, that is a data pointer higher byte, data pointer lower byte. So this is the B0, bit B0 to B7, total 16 bit distributed like this. Lower pointer, data pointer register DPL 8 bit and higher data pointer byte, that is DPH 8 bit. So total 16 bit. We can use a separate also, this DPL lower byte data pointer, higher byte data pointer separately also. So their 16 bits are used to external memory addressing, as we explained in previous slide. Beside the DPTR register usually used for storing the data and immediate results. So this is the use of DPTR register 16 bit. Program counter register, very important register. Program counter register. Program counter register is 16 bit 2 byte address which tells the 8051 microcontroller where the next instruction is to be found in memory. Means this program counter register always gives address of next instruction which is to be executed. So in exam question asked on this topic, what is the use of program counter register? So this register used to address the next instruction which is to be executed, and where it is stored, that address is, memory address is generated by this program counter register. When 8051 is initiated, PC always started at 00 initial address 000H and is incremented each time when instruction get executed. It is important to note that PC is not always incremented by 1. According to the instruction bytes, so this may be incremented by 2 or may be incremented by 3 also. So this is the program execution, program memory, and this program counter register will points like this. So this is the program memory whose address start from suppose A100H and it is incremented like this. So this is the program instruction XYZ. So when this 8051 microcontroller executing this instruction Y, suppose the next instruction address is given by the program counter register A102H. Means this program counter register gives address of next instruction which is to be executed, that is Z instruction get executed when the program counter gives the address. So this is the program execution and this instruction gets selected. Let us discuss stack and stack pointer register. Now what is stack? Stack is the group of read-write memory location used for temporary data storage, and this stack memory is addressed by stack pointer register. Stack pointer register is in 8051 microcontroller is 8-bit wide, and it can take the value 00 to FFH, means 256 byte addressed by stack pointer register. This is the format of stack pointer register. The stack pointer is always is a small register, and that stores the address of top of the stack memory. The stack operation is in the fashion last in first out sense, or the last data inserted is taken out first, last in first out, or first in last out fashion. Using push and pop instruction, data stored on stack and removed from the stack. Suppose we have to store data on stack, push instruction is used. Taken from stack, pop instruction is used. When push instruction executed, 8-bit data stored on stack memory will be SP plus 1 incremented by 1. And when pop instruction is executed, 8-bit data, then stack memory will be decremented. SP is equal to SP minus 1, decremented by 1. Now this is the structure of stack. So this stack memory start from 00 to FFH 256, and this is the data stored XY on stack. But stack pointer register contained the top address, empty stack top address of stack. This means 0 to H is stored in stack pointer register. This always use the top address of stack memory. Now how the stack operation executed? This is our stack data register. So whatever the stack pointer address, that content goes in data pointer register. Suppose we execute push Z instruction. So after execution, Z register data will be transferred to stack. So initially stack having top address 0 to H, and there this Z data will be inserted, stored on stack, and stack pointer incremented by 1. So this is the new address of stack 03H. Suppose we execute the pop instruction. So this is initial stack, and we want to remove or take the data from stack, that is Z data. So now the address is 03H, that is top address, which is given by stack pointer register, and this is the full address. Now when pop instruction, Z instruction executed, the content of Z will be removed like this, and our stack pointer decrement by 1. So Z content removed from the data and specified register it goes, and the new address of stack pointer will be now 0 to H. So in this way push and pop instruction get executed. So this is a program status word register. We already discussed in detail, but this is the only revision part. There are a total 7 PSW0 to PSW7 8-bit format, carry flag, auxiliary carry flag, parity flag, and RS0, RS1 flag bits are there, overflow flag bits. So these are the register bank get selected by using this RS0 and RS1. The question asked on this topic, draw the format of program status word register, PSW register, and explain each flag in details. We already discussed. Thank you. We'll stop here. If you have any questions, this is my contact mail ID, sampardmc57@gmail.com. My WhatsApp number is 9860389302. Thank you.